Good afternoon and welcome to Soul Embodied Sanctuary. This is Bridget Patton here to guide everybody through an energy flow meditation. So basically what this is it's an opportunity to really open yourself up and connect with spirit in a way that allows for the flow to happen naturally. And one of the biggest questions that I get from people is, how do I meditate? So before I dive into the meditation, I just wanted to talk a minute about meditation itself and something that I want to share from my own perspective and my own experiences as I started meditating and then sort of didn't really know that I was meditating. And then moving into the space that I'm in now, where it's almost like a constant meditation. You're floating, you're able to receive messages from spirit in the moment. You don't have to go into a trance or anything like that. You're just connected 100% of the time. And that's what meditation does for you. It really helps be able to start bringing that awareness inward so that you can hear the messages that your body is already tuning into, and you can help build a deepening connection with spirit. And the way that you do that is by listening. And it isn't like we're fighting against the thoughts that are coming through our mind. We're not fighting against the emotions that we feel. We're not trying to block what is coming in from outside sources, because the stronger your constitution is inside of you, the brighter and more solid your light will be when I'm holding all of my crystals in my hands. Anyway, so your light will, you will have so much light running and channeling through your body. I hear a lot of people talk about vibrating and feeling heat and other sensations as the light starts to move through their body. Hello and good morning. It's my pleasure. Thank you. There's just been so many people asking about it. I thought that it was time to just dive into it a little bit more deeply, because the work that I do with people is in conjunction with meditation. So back to what I was saying, you bring in so much light that your body is a shield itself. You're not trying to resist. You're not trying to block. And of course, it serves its purpose in the moment for our survival. When we are blocking and not feeling, we call it blocking, but really it's resisting. We never actually block something. We're just resistant to feeling it. We're resistant to acknowledging it. Or I think that one of the babies is going crazy on the emoticons there. I love it. So let's ask ourselves a question. So before we get into meditation, what is the one thing that pops into your head when I say, my body needs, what does your body need right now? So thank you, Isabella. So my body needed water, so I went and got a glass of water before I started. It's really important when we're channeling. I mean, we're made up primarily of water. It's important that you drink a lot of water for a whole bunch of reasons. I'm not going to get really deep into that. I just want you to realize that if your body asks for water, then make sure you drink some water. If your body asks for a nap or wants rest, then that's what you need to honor. There doesn't need to be a reason. You don't need to make a bunch of excuses to allow yourself to do that. You just do it. You listen to your body, you tune into it, and you get into that space so that your body can start speaking to you. If your body needs rest, a lot of the time it's because the brain has been doing a really good job of doing a whole bunch of things, everything besides tuning in. And when we need rest, it's a really good way to just close our minds down so that our spirit can tune in and find the energy in the body that is resistant. And yes, everybody needs more energy. Everybody wants more energy. I mean, I don't know anybody who doesn't want more energy. I haven't talked to a single person who, I feel like I have plenty of energy. So my job right now is to channel that energy to you guys because I have an abundance of energy. And this is the natural effect of working with spirit. you start to get a lot of energy, and you get more and more divine inspirational messages, and you tune in a way that you don't have to have an explanation or know why. You just feel it. And that's what's going to happen in the future. That's where humanity's going. There's going to be a lot less miscommunication as everybody embodies their spirit, because we can feel the intention of what somebody's saying, and we're not paying attention so much to the words they're using, but the intention behind it. And that's also what I'm going to invite each and every one of you guys to do as you're going through this meditation, is to not judge yourself. Because sometimes the words that we use to try to get to the bottom of what's really going on stop us. We're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I thought that. I can't believe that's going through my head right now. And we start doing that instead of getting to the bottom and just letting it out and finding out what's actually under there. And each and every one of you is divine light, love, and amazingness. And that's why I can do what I do, because I already know that about each and every one of you guys. I know that about myself because I see it in each and every one of you guys every day. And it's about moving that ego aside so that we can, do the releasing and the clearing and the integrating that we need to do. But we don't get rid of the ego. We never get rid of the ego. The ego is part of us. This isn't about, oh, shame on the ego. We love the ego. The ego has served its purpose and kept us alive and gotten us to the point that we're at now, and off of pure instincts. It's actually very brilliant and it's innate inside of us. This is how we are able to reprogram ourselves, is by accepting what the ego's responsibility is. We're here to channel the energy through our bodies, and then from there, we reprogram the ego to start thinking differently. So that's what we're going to do right now. We are going to start opening up to some light energy that's already starting to come in. And you can use crystals if you want to. I have all different kinds of crystals. I have them all over my house. And really, they just help anchor and shift vibrations, especially when they're really high or really low. It just helps keep everything neutral. And so if that's something that you want to do to help you focus on your meditation technique, great. If you don't, that's fine too. Again, this is all about you and giving yourself permission to explore what's going on inside of you, because we all need to realize and accept and give permission to the fact that we don't know what our capabilities are. We have no idea what our full capabilities are, because we're only just starting to dive into this. We're getting into the layers of spirit that are just at the surface. Like when we really go into the depths, our ability to manifest and our ability to channel energy is profound. And I've only gotten little glimpses of what that looks and feels like, but I have really a confident outlook on this, and that's why it's so important that each and every one of you is giving yourself permission to go there. And when I'm talking about going there, I'm talking about going into the space that allows you to explore your gifts in a way that you haven't given yourself permission to do before. Because our gifts are going to be unique, and each person's is going to be look a little bit different. And it's all about channeling energy, spirit, through our bodies. And everybody's going to have a different gift and way of doing that. Even if they're similar, it's going to look and feel different based off of our lifetime's experience. So it's not always going to make sense. We're not always going to go, okay, this is the way it's supposed to be. No, there's no school for this. It comes from spirit. It comes from inside of you. There isn't a specific school to go to. This is a new way of doing everything. It's tuning in and feeling the vibrations and matching them. And when you're in alignment with that vibration, that is when you are able to really bring in the wisdom of the universe. It's when we're up here that's the block, the brain. So you tune in and you learn to start understanding what the body is telling us. So with all of that, I'm just going to take the next couple of minutes and invite each one of you to join in. I'm impartial to closing my eyes. It helps me tune in a little bit better. I always recommend, again, making sure you're drinking water, but just breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth, because what this does is it gives the brain something to do, because we like to give that brain, that monkey brain, a job. And focusing on the breath is an excellent job, because the oxygen in our body is going to move through our blood vessels, our veins, into our organs, and just that's the life force energy of our body. So we're taking a deep breath in. And when you breathe in, really feel the oxygen move all the way into every single vessel in the lungs. When you breathe out, everything leaves, everything releases. And sometimes this is the only thing that you need to do to get into alignment. So breathing in. Just allowing for the space to float. And sometimes right now the mind may start asking what's going on. And that's okay. The more and more you allow yourself to do this, the more effortless it becomes, until the two are one, until your breath and your vibrations are in complete alignment with every moment of your day. So breathing in. And with every breath, you're making room for the warmth and the energy and the light to stream in through your body, through your breath. And you're replacing anything that's no longer serving you with a higher vibration, with something fresh, something new, something beautiful. And as you allow for your body to open up and just feel the light radiating inside of you, this is what creates the traction. This is how you become an attractor for something that your heart desires in this space. Calm, peace, feeling those vibrations just radiating outside of your body with each breath. And you don't have to have something specific to focus on. You can just focus on your beautiful, loving body. Your body is what keeps you anchored into the physical world. How perfect and divine this vessel is to receive your spirit, to receive your soul. Allowing for that vibration to just radiate outside of you, creating that ripple effect, allowing for it to just flow where it needs to go. And until you receive that divinely inspired message of action, understand that it's just about getting into that vibration, feeling that frequency, having the experience here. I hope that this message was helpful for each and every one of you guys. I look forward to doing this with you every Monday at noon in Soul Embodied Sanctuary. if this is something you'd like to explore deeper and you want to reach out to me and schedule a complimentary synergy session, we can get in there and really expand what is already amazing inside of you until it just releases any darkness that you think is there, because you are the divine being of light. We all are. I love you, and I hope you guys have a beautiful week. Love and light.